The year is 1900. Europe is at peace until the summer of 1914. We are following the story of Beinrich Bileman as he slowly makes his way into the Pyrenees of southern France. Here, among these mountains in some forgotten valley, lies one of the world's greatest undiscovered treasures. A cross of solid gold, carried on crusade against the Moors of Spain. This cross stands over 10 feet tall, and with a crossbar of 9 feet. The golden cross was encrusted with jewels and precious stones, and it was used to bolster the morale of the Crusaders as they fought in battle. The cross was a blessing and a curse. A blessing to the men who fought under it. It is said that the cross filled the warriors with might and vigor, and gave them the ability to strike down their foes. A curse because the very sight of the cross meant doom and destruction to those who fought against it. It was a position of great importance to be the cross-bearer during battle. Only men of the highest virtue and strongest backs could carry this cross, and to carry the cross was almost certain death. The Moorish army became agitated and made their way directly towards the cross, cutting down any who stood before them. It was considered a miracle if the cross-bearer lasted through first contact between the two armies. Only once was the cross damaged in battle. One of the jewels was knocked out of its setting. A brilliant light shot out of the cross, directly from where the jewel had been. This light was said to have set fire to all who stood in its path, and afterwards the jewel was found and the cross repaired. Beinrich Bileman heard of the Golden Cross as a small child living in the Austro-Hungarian Empire. One day a wandering gypsy passed through town. He told the tale of the Golden Cross for a very reasonable price. Once Beinrich heard the story, he was hooked. Born in 1870, Beinrich was only 20 when he made his trip to the Pyrenees in search of that Golden Cross. He would find nothing and would never return alive or dead. What happened to Beinrich Bileman is unknown. 3 theories do exist as to what could have happened. The first theory is that Beinrich returned empty-handed from his Golden Cross quest only to be killed in the trenches of the Eastern Front. Like so many of his generation, Beinrich would have found the war very disagreeable, particularly if he was killed. The second theory is that Beinrich was really a spy in the service of the Austro-Hungarian government. His search for the cross was just a cover story. To what ends, we may never know. Cloak and dagger actions have always been a part of European diplomacy. Beinrich would be just another diplomat in a long line of European diplomacy. The third theory is that Beinrich Bileman found what he was looking for, and something about Beinrich. Bileman may have returned from the quest, but he was a changed man. According to this theory, Beinrich Bileman spent the rest of his life half-crazed in an insane asylum, or fat, overfed, and oversexed, spending his remaining years on the beach and in the south of France. Whatever happened, one thing is certain: the Golden Cross never made it to the modern day.